because we dating. Thank you. I can choose to cancel my date with you a minute before because I don't feel like going no more because you have no claim to me. Come on, talk to me. Come on. Come on. I don't. I lock into you. And truth be told, I can give you a little bit of apology, but I don't push it now. Don't push me. Don't push me. Some came back here and make it. What you mean you got? Hey, watch it. Don't. You better thank God I call you. I owe you nothing. Which good son. So we get. I like your choice of colors today, man. What's up? Yeah. You gotta be. You gotta know, man. When we dating, you only get license to presence. So what you getting is what everybody else getting. You don't get no preferential treatment. You don't get more of me than everybody else getting of me. Stay there. That's because we dating. You don't touch me. You don't touch me. Especially I'm a child of God. I'm a child of God. You know. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, it's you know, I know you know, and for some of y'all who've been dating for a little while, and this your girl, this your little bubsy. It's old school, bubsy, yeah? She little bubsy. You know, I know that. But, ain't bubsy no more. No, you got your little pie, you know. But even though that's your pie, you don't have no right to be pulling tongue and stuff like that. See, y'all like codes, but y'all doing the dumbness, but when we talking codes. So when I say pull tongue, you shouldn't say that. But you doing it. And then you come and worship it. Hallelujah. No, man, no. There should be lines, man. You save. And you know you don't have that much Holy Ghost. You ain't there yet. Don't make me hit some things now, because when I get like this, I just kind of forget to use manners and stuff. You know, because when... Say it. Save people who date and who got girlfriend. They are different than unsaved people who got girlfriend and boyfriend. We carry ourselves differently. We don't snatch up the same way in the movies like everybody snatch up in the movies. We don't do that. Hold on. We don't snatch up in church. I've been watching something. I've been watching. You don't be up on your boyfriend and girlfriend in church. This is the Lord's house. You don't come in for that. Please get mad at me. Please. I ain't scared none of y'all. None of y'all can beat me. Ain't no 10 y'all can beat me. No 10. Let me see. No, man. No. You saved, man. And especially, let me see y'all. I tell you, I don't want to fool with this. Because this is the house of God, man. I know we casual and pastors don't wear no tie and coat, but don't get this thing twisted now. This is the house of God. You don't snatch up in church. You don't lock hands and doing footsies in church, man. This is the Lord's house. We come here to worship. Footsies will do it. Who's going to do it? Yeah. No, this is the Lord's house. I watch some of you right now letting hand go. I see you. I see you letting hand go. This is the place of worship, man. Robin is my wife and we don't do that in church. I have rights to do it, but I don't do that because this is the place of worship. It's God's house, man. It's a time and place for everything. You don't be snatched up in here. When you get in here, you ain't boyfriend, girlfriend no more. That's what you are, brothers and sisters. You in the house of God. Somebody say thanks. You're welcome. All right. So understand that we gotta date different. We gotta date different. And don't the scripture, man, beautiful scripture says, be not ignorant to Satan's devices. Satan is very crafty, very cunning, and he knows you. He been watching you all your life. He ain't just started watching you, he been watching you a long time. And so he knows what makes you tick. He knows what gets you going. And so you got to be so careful. You got to be so careful. You got to watch. I'm taking the long way home. Driving slow. You got to watch that. Sounds funny, but you got to watch that because you have a tendency, a proclivity. You have a little heat in you. And it don't take a little much to get your heat going. And so because of that, you got to use wisdom. Stop doing dinner. Start doing lunch. No breakfast. Y'all try to go breakfast from no, food that. I smarter than that. No meat for breakfast. Yeah, that's too early in the morning. You really ain't getting night off you yet. Meat for breakfast at 5:30. No, you still thinking night. No, but it sounds crazy, but this is true, man. No, do lunch. Use wisdom. I try to be serious, man. I like jokes so much, man. Why you talking sense and y'all joking, man? You're so playing, you know. I serious. I want to say it cheaper. It really is. All right. So draw lines, man. Draw lines. Hear me, everyone in this room. Hear me. Draw lines. We have way more single people in this ministry than we have married people. And so the vast majority of y'all single. The vast majority of y'all. You got to use wisdom. You got to know you. Stop being crazy. Don't think because you come here and I pray for you and I throw oil on you that means you are a new person like that. I know we said if any man be in Christ, he's a new creature, all things pass away, all things become new. Satan's still there, but your proclivities are still there. Your spirit is renewed, but that old dirty flesh, that old dirty Gertrude, that good for nothing Boysel, that old thing, that dangerous boy, and everyone has got one. That thing dirty. Paul, the one who read all those books in the Bible, Paul says that I would do, I do not. That I don't want to do. That's what I find myself doing. It's Paul. Paul says, in my flesh dwelleth no good thing. Paul says, even me, I'm a mess. He says, oh, wretched man that I am. But then he begins, that's Romans 7. He begins verse chapter 8 by saying this, but there's now therefore no condemnation to them which are in Christ Jesus, who walk not after the flesh, but walk after the Spirit. The key to winning the battle over your flesh is to walk in the Spirit. So don't try to beat your flesh, try to strengthen your spirit. Try to live in a way that you strengthen your spirit. Anything that you see can jeopardize your spiritual life, you run from that. Because you live in to strengthen your spirit, man. To strengthen your spirit, man. You wanna be in the place. We talk about the omnipresence of God. Presence of God. And some people, they love to ask, young people like to ask the pastor, is it okay for me to do that? It's okay for me to do this. My answer to them is, most of the time is this. The next time you want to do it, invite the Holy Ghost in and see what he says. The next time you go to do what you want to ask if you could do, they say, hold on, baby. Jesus, I thank you for this moment. You ain't got to call me no more. You ain't got no reason to call me no more. Right before you do say, hold on, hold on, hold on. And Jesus, hallelujah. Oh, God, I bless you. God, I thank you for what I'm about to do. Father, be glorified. Be glorified by this, in this. Let your presence now fill this room. Now come, sweetie. If you cannot invoke the presence of God with what you are doing, it means you shouldn't be doing it. You can't say, come in, Holy Spirit. That's why I like being married. And that's marriage meeting, man. So we could talk. We need to plan another marriage meeting, man. When you're married, man, you can stop and speak in tongues, man. Shut up, mouth. Come here, girl. All right, let's go. Sorry for that. Yeah, I apologize. I apologize. Stop clapping, stop. Right. Okay. So, if you cannot invoke the power of God, the presence of God, the Spirit of God, that's your answer. You don't got to ask me. I won't get one title to say, Jesus, can you speak in tongues or can you seek the presence of God while you're going to do that? If you having disruption in your spirit, don't fool it. You don't underestimate the Holy Ghost, man. You got the Holy Ghost. He'll tell you. And if you don't feel a push, don't create a push. That means don't fool with it. But it came in one time and says, Pastor, we soon get married. I went, no, man. It's okay for us. Not being a dude like full blown in the course we can have oral sex. Because we soon get married. See, some of y'all laughing and pulling back. Some of y'all joking and smiling. But some of y'all live right here, right now. Can you invoke the presence of God? Can you say, come Holy Spirit? Is God honored by that? Is God pleased by that? And if the answer is no, then you have your answer. If it doesn't honor God, if it doesn't please God, if it upsets the baby, don't do it. All right. So let's move further with this. So this is a separation. Understand the difference between the presence and the glory. We're trying to separate the two to understand the difference between the two. And if you can understand it in your personal life, then you can understand it better in the kingdom perspective. Right? Now, what has been happening for many of us is that we have been stuck in the presence. We've been going to churches and we've been enjoying presence, but have not made that transition into the glory of God. Now, as I was preparing this, I was thinking about the fact that this whole thing about the glory, it started on this about 12 years ago, when this whole glory concept became alive to me. And I want to say something to you all. This is not on the point, but it's on the point that don't ever believe that you have this thing figured out. Hear this, get this good. Don't you ever believe that you have any aspect of God figured out. The moment that you think you got it figured out, you messing yourself up. Because you in your finite mind can never comprehend an infinite God. You only get portions because you can't handle all. Because I thought I had this glory thing down to science. I've been on this for I didn't preach on this all over the up in the States, and I do workshops on this and do clinics on this. Talk to me, I'm the glory man. So I thought. But be careful, man. Be careful, and if you don't hear nothing I say after this, nothing but glory, hold this deep, hold this. You will never reach to the place where you got this thing figured out. There's always more of God for you to know. There's always a deeper level for you to get to. You ain't never reach. There's an inexhaustible supply. that you a limitless supply that you'll never tap into. And that's why we got to watch those religions, those reformations of Christianity, where the Lutherans saying the Methodists ain't right, and they wrong. This crew saying Seventh-day Adventists say that's it, they off, and the Pentecostals, the Anglicans, they know Anglican in heaven, and all this. We got to watch this dumbness, man. Because how dare you? You'll never be able to fathom the mind of God and how this thing works. And so it is not our place to try to figure out who right and who wrong and who revelation right, who revelation. That ain't our place to do. You try to love God to the best of your ability and serve him and do what he's called you to do, and let him handle the rest. Because you can get caught up and twist right up believing that we got it so tight. So don't you believe that because we're seeing all the manifestation of God moving in life, that this is the only place God moving? Or because you go in someplace else and they don't worship like us, well, they off, they slow, they need to get with the times. No. You the one off, because your worship is only limited to where you worship. The sign of a mature believer is when they can go anywhere and still worship. Any environment. They be speaking Swahili and you giving God glory because you felt the presence of God, because you're a worshiper. All right, so here is this whole concept of the glory of God. And so I want you, let me just go to the last point, that we should always be in the position that I want more of God. Always assume the position that I want no more. The old hymn of the church, more about Jesus. More of his saving fullness, see. More of something else that died for me. Something. More of his love. Thank you so much, Lula. You slow this last bit, as we know you come with the words faster. All right. That our posture should be, I want no more. I want no more. I don't know it all. Okay, so the glory of God, we define this to you. Y'all cool? Everybody with me so far? Good. The glory of God, we said that the glory of God is the everythingness of God. The glory of God is when all of God is available. I need us to appreciate this then, that in our churches, we don't want to be stuck at presence. Because if we stuck at presence, that means that somebody may leave the church unsatisfied. And many of us have had the experience that we come to church, endure the 2 hours, and best case scenario, we leave the same way we came. But in a lot of instances, we actually leave worse off than we came in. And I would suggest to us, Sonia, that possibly we didn't experience the glory of God. Because it's impossible to experience the glory of God and to leave the same way you came in. Whenever the glory of God is manifested, there's going to be a tangible change. The glory is not intangible. Now, the presence could be intangible, where you can't really define the presence of God. But the glory, you could touch the glory. You could sense it. You know when the glory of God is in a service. You don't need no preacher to announce the glory is here, the glory is here, the glory is here, the glory is here. Y'all might have heard it before. You don't need nobody to announce the glory is here. When the glory is here, it announces itself. Yes. How does it announce itself? It announces itself because somebody that was brokenhearted just received strength. Yes. Somebody that was unsaved becomes saved. Somebody that's in bondage gets delivered. Somebody that had a complexing problem at work and didn't know how to solve it, all of a sudden they get an idea. See, all that is glory. The glory ain't always just healing. And glory comes, sometimes when the glory comes on you, it comes to give you strategy. As your back is against the wall and you don't know what decision to make, and all of a sudden in the presence of God, you come to church and whap, it hits you. Not something the preacher says, but because the presence of God and the glory of God comes into the room, that all of a sudden you start getting ideas and getting concepts and getting approaches, man. That's what the glory of God does. The glory of God always creates change. Always. Whenever the glory of God comes, there must be a change when the glory of God comes, that every one of us gets access to what we need from God. That makes it critical then, all of us to want to put a demand on God to say, God, I need your glory. I need your glory. When the glory comes, I could preach off, but you still leave blessed. Say it again. This could help a lot of pastors that's still struggling with their preaching. Help a lot of them that ain't really getting, they're still trying to develop their preaching style and get stuff together. Until you get it together, go after glory. Because understand, us coming together here is more than getting the word. We want to receive glory. And then we had to watch. There's some people who when they have services, they have that this night we have a healing anointing in this house. That means you don't get no glory. If there's only the healing anointing there, that means the glory ain't there. Because when the glory is there, everything that God is also there. Because when you tell me this is healing, that means then if I came because I broke, this is the wrong service for me. If I came because I depressed, this is the wrong service. No. When the glory shows up, no matter what the need is, no matter, are you getting this? No matter the nature, don't care how the need presents itself, the glory of God, which is the everythingness of God, the all of God, when the glory comes in, he's Jehovah Jireh. What's the word? Gomorrah. That's what Pastor Perry said. He's Pastor Perry, Pastor Kirkpatrick. He's Jehovah Gomorrah. He's Jehovah Nisi, Jehovah Sitkanu, Jehovah Rapha, Jehovah Rohi, Jehovah all them. He is all that when the glory shows up. That's the everythingness of God. Because truth be told, that while Carolyn needs Nisi, Ginger needs Rapha. You see, while Karen needs Jireh, Jaconda needs Gomorrah. And so we need to be able to present all of that to God, all of that to you at the same time. I can't do that. So I got to be of the mindset, you know what? I won't get out of the way because I want glory to show up. Because Denzel is limited because Denzel may only perceive that she needs Jireh and miss that she needs Nisi. So we don't need to wrap our experience with God in the pastor. We don't want to wrap this up in the pastor because dude might miss. And if you know him like I know him, he'll never miss.